Hello! Today I'm going to do a video about one of my favorite things in the world. No, not chips and salsa, journaling. So some people in my life, Kim Metzler, make fun of me because I love journaling very much, and sometimes when I travel with a number of journals, but to me it has just been such a integral part of my life and been a really helpful tool for me. So I'm just going to talk to you about some of those things that are helpful to me. So first up, I have like mini journals, not many, mini, just like little journals that I always have in my purse. So I always travel with a journal because I want to take notes randomly in random meetings or circumstances. I also just like having something I can write in case I have some spare time, and instead of just scrolling through Pinterest, I can write out a quick prayer or draw a diagram to help me process something or something like that. So I like travel journals, very important, or like all times with me journals. These are like travel journals. So whenever I go on a trip, I always take kind of like a throwaway journal. You don't throw away your journals, but you know what I mean. Not like my journal. It's the one that I can use for the trip. Because one time I did travel with my favorite journal and I lost it. And I cried. I know, that's like, I'm a little embarrassed by that, but I was really upset. So, like if I'm going to take a vacation or a trip, I'll often just like pack something like this. That way I can still process and write, and reflect, but I don't have the potential of losing something that's very dear to me. And then also at different times in my life, I've had just like prayer journals. So when I find myself being ungrateful for God's work in my life, or like unobservant to it, or I feel like He's not answering prayers and things like that, I will start a prayer journal to record both prayers and then answers to prayer. And after just a few weeks usually of keeping a prayer journal, then I am so much more quicker to see, wow, like prayers are really being answered, and that's incredible, and it's encouraging, and it's good. So that's good. All of these are just to show you my humble beginnings as a journaler. So these are all from my childhood, so pre-college. This one was my first. This was Thursday, January 21st, 1999. So I was in Christian counseling, praise the Lord for that, and Mrs. Leslie asked me to start journaling. And so I did, and it was all just like my thoughts and feelings. So all of these were just like observations. Some of it I started, doing poetry or something like that, but most of it was just like my day and my feelings, which was really helpful, great for where I was, but that's what that kind of phase was. And then a transition in my journaling happened when I hit high school, and this lovely spiral-bound book was given to me, I think, by a youth group like intern. I think it was Aaron Rohr, not positive, but gave all of us this spiral notebook and said, just start writing your prayers or writing your thoughts to God or things that you learn about in youth group and things like that. And so I started doing that, and I started praying or taking notes, and this really was that like catapulted me into how I journal today. So yeah, if you don't know where to start and not sure it's going to be your thing, like just get something cheap. You don't have to cover it in duct tape. Ooh, that was a fad. And yeah, just get it and see where it goes. Like this is what, 99 cents? So try that. And then from there, I started in college, like substantial journaling. And so I call all of these and some others my Jesus journal. And so in these pages are always my prayers. So whether that's like bullet points, just like to kind of figure that out, or a bookmark, or actually like word for word in my prayers. Also verses that I want to memorize, another thing, verses I want to memorize or meditate on, quotes that are impactful, and then, going through sermons as well. So all of these are so valuable to me and have been incredibly helpful in my personal time with the Lord, and have just really changed my relationship with Him, I believe, just through writing down while I'm in the Word or after I'm in the Word what it tells me, what the passage tells me about God, what it tells me about me, and what am I supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do with that information. So these are just really, really precious to me and really shaping to me. I liked this book so much, I have four. I have four of these. They're like $20 at Barnes & Noble, and they're hardback and big, and so I really like them. They're awesome. So, yes, I just really appreciate being able to journal. That's pretty much all. Oh, I was going to say, too, that if my house was burning down and I can only grab a few things, like, I would grab these, because in these pages, so much growth is shown, and it's just, it's the most intimate relationship I have, and the best relationship I have, and I love that it is documented, and some of it's helpful because I'm like, wow, I keep praying the same thing over and over again, or keep repenting for the same thing over and over again, and it's a helpful way to just keep track of my spiritual pulse. And yeah, it's just encouraging and helpful for me because my mind wanders. And so this is a long video, and the point is that journaling is not for everybody, and that's okay, but I highly recommend that you just give it a shot. Buy a journal that you like or that's cheap, and just try it. And journal whatever works for you. So journal prayers or bullet points, or journal through your time in the Word. It is so effective, so helpful. And if you feel like don't worry about doing it every single day or recounting everything in your day. I never do that. It's not about my experiences so much, because some days I don't really have anything I want to journal about, and that's okay. So don't make it really rigid. Just enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you journal. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.